then you get that low low, so.
Wait a minute,
That's
is it sideways?
It's an uptrend.
It is an uptrend. And the reason it is it didn't take the three, took a low,
Oh, yeah.
high, higher low, higher high. This is a higher low. I've got a nice uptrend going. All I gotta do is just go like this, right here. Let's go here. Just like that. I got a nice one. It was too close where I couldn't get on it. But, so that's an uptrend there. But now, this,
Been up for a while then.
look, here, remember what I was saying? I would call, the book would call this right here sideways. I call that uptrend with a sideways market, actually a down in the middle. That's what I'm thinking. To me, that's still up. Now, the guys in the books would say, no, that right there's sideways. You don't want to mess with that. Even though it is not sideways, that's a higher high and a higher low. So that is actually still a, see, this is a higher high, higher low. We separate it. That's a higher high, that's a higher high. So this is a true uptrend. It just looked close. But if that was a lower high, it wouldn't bother me. But if that was made three legs, I'd say it's broke. It has broke the high. This lower low broke that higher low. I'm out of the game now.
You hit 6 in a row there, so that's when it started dropping, huh?
Yeah, but really, 6 in a row just shows you it's that much stronger. But 3 is strong. That's an uptrend. That's a downtrend. And anytime you break that lower low or the high low, whichever one, or the high high, once you break it with an opposite. In other words, if you don't keep going, you gotta keep doing this. You gotta keep making these higher lows, higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, and you keep on going. And it's very strong, very, very strong. But then once you break the higher low or the lower high, you right then, that right there, you're sideways. No longer have an uptrend. That is not an uptrend, that's a sideways trend. And so many times it will do in a sideways trend like this, see? Because there's no decisions. This is just who's in control. Nobody's in control. Nobody's in control. The big boys went to lunch. And this is the guys like us that's trying to jump in there and chase candles, like I was telling y'all to do. But if you chase candles and use the right indicators, then it's okay. Again, like I say, there's guys in the books or things that say, that's wrong, Pat, but I made money with it. So you can tell me it's wrong, but I put money in my pocket. And then when I stop putting money in my pocket, then I'm going to say, shouldn't be doing that anymore. Because it's not working.
That's right.
If it don't work, don't do it. If it works, make sure you stick with it. But anyhow, so what happens is, okay, so these guys are going up. So this right here is these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then if it gets like this, that would be this guy, right? Okay, so it could get right here, and it can do this right here. That's still a trend, still down. But I got a little guy in the middle there that closed inside this range. This guy closed outside that one. This guy closed outside that one. This guy closed red, or if it was red, he closed down here. If he was green, he closed up there.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are inside this range right here.
Right.
Okay. That's what I look for. That's a base camp. Starting to try to set up a base for fighting Bloods and the Crips. We got us a little safe house here. We're gonna fight that. We're gonna start